Hello everybody and welcome back to Resident Evil HD. Last video we fought our first boss, we picked up a couple of more masks, and in this video we're going to be picking up our final mask, but what I have completely forgotten is to explore the second floor balcony on the eastern side. Now, I did open up this door just to make sure that I was correct and we needed the appropriate key for it. And it turns out that that is actually our last door that needed the armor key. So our armor key is completely gone, and at this point that also means that we are completely out of keys. We have no more keys to open up doors with. We've got our lockpick, but at this point, you know, I think we've pretty much opened up every single door. But there is still, as you can see, a lot more mansion to explore. So getting that last mask is really essential, because otherwise we're just going to be running around in circles to areas that we've already sort of been to. So this is another one of Jill's teammates that she recognizes. Forrest has given up the ghost. It looks like he's been dead for a while. No, I don't want to examine Forrest. I want to examine his super awesome grenade launcher. Yeah, I couldn't possibly forget to pick up the grenade launcher. That would have been crappy. Especially because Barry has been so nice in giving us all the ammo for it. That's what all those shells are for. Let's go ahead and test it out right now. It's going to be complete overkill. You don't need to use this. But it's just so awesome. Much more powerful than your shotgun. So if you're really looking for some firepower and the shotgun just isn't going to cut it for you, then you can use the grenade launcher. And we have several different shells for it. You get regular shells, incendiary, and acid shells, I do believe. And furthermore, it's only Jill that gets the grenade launcher. Chris gets no such thing. So Jill gets to have more fun. She gets more of a arsenal than Chris does. And I really like using the grenade launcher. I think it's a lot of fun. But as you can see, it's completely optional. If I would have forgotten to go in that room and just, you know, let it slip my mind, then we could have gone the whole game without ever picking it up. It's completely up to you. If you want more of a challenge, then by all means, go ahead and leave it be. But you do get quite a few shells for it. That would go to waste otherwise. At the moment, I'm heading back to the western safe room because we need to, of course, pick up our last mask, and in order to do that, we're going to need an item in our item box. And I can also probably put my grenade launcher away and fix up my inventory a little bit as well while I'm here. I'm going to keep my shotgun, because I am going to actually be needing that coming up on a part here. I'm going to put the grenade launcher away. I'm going to go ahead and combine these herbs, and maybe I'll keep that in my inventory as well. I'm going to put my handgun bullets away, and I think I'll have enough inventory space to pick up my last mask, and to still have enough room for a couple other items along the way. I think that'll work out nicely. The only thing I'm really concerned about is my shotgun and my shells, which I should have enough of. And the item I want out of the item box is the chemical. Because the chemical is key in order to solve this next puzzle. We picked up the chemical quite some time ago, and we picked it up from that room on the rightmost side of our map, the red room there. It was kind of a little side garden area. And it's been sitting in our item box for a while. And the room that we need to use that in is in this hallway. I did go into this room earlier, and then I came right back out because I didn't feel like doing the puzzle at the time. So this is sort of a little garden area. You can see it's got the garden hose and a couple of different plants, and if you step forward very carefully, we can see that there is a plant in the middle of the room that doesn't look too friendly, and I imagine, just like everything else in this mansion, it's going to try and kill us if we get anywhere near it. So we need to try and find a way to neutralize it by using the chemical. Put the chemical into the water, and then we can water the plant by pumping the water and turning the red switch. And that takes care of that. Gardening 101 with Jill Valentine. At the back of the room is our final death mask, which is wonderful. And there are also a total of 5 herbs in this room, you know, which is quite a few healing items. This is a really, really good room to replenish your health if you need it. And if you don't need it and you have the space, I would pick up the herbs anyways, and then put the healing items into your box so that you can use them later if such a time comes when you need to use them. I'm kind of too lazy to go back to my inventory box right now, and when we get rid of the masks, we're going to free up a lot of inventory space. So I think I'll just go ahead and bring those herbs with me, even though I don't think I'm really going to need them. And those zombies are going to break through that window, but I'm going to ignore them for now. And I think I'm pretty well prepared for this next part, or so I hope. All that's left for us to do is to place our final 3 masks. In the last video, we had gotten one of the masks, and I put it right in its spot so that I didn't have to carry it around with me, taking up a total of 4 inventory slots. 4 of 8. Because that's quite a few to have that many slots taken up at one time by key items. I would strongly suggest, before you do this, to save, if possible, to bring some herbs, and to either bring the shotgun or the grenade launcher, whichever one you prefer. I've chosen the shotgun with some extra bullets. Let's go ahead and let's place our masks. I really don't want to know what's in that coffin. But the game really wants me to solve puzzles, so I sort of have no choice in the matter. Whatever it is must be pretty dangerous if they've had to lock it up in a coffin in the sky, chained. Jill, should we go see what it is? I'll bet you whatever it is, it's gonna bite. And the door closes. That's lovely. Yeah, okay, so this is probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest enemy in the game. This is the Crimson Head prototype. So it's like a Crimson Head, but it's faster, stronger, and more deadly, if you can imagine that. Especially since Crimson Heads are already a huge pain in the ass. So this guy will be really deadly if you let him. I didn't let him. I just, you know, loaded my shotgun right into him. But he will charge at you and swing, and he is capable of causing quite a bit of damage, so just don't take any crap from him. Once he's defeated, you can press the switch to get out, and then you can also take the stone and metal object with you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be our ticket out of the mansion for the time being. Yes, you heard me. We are going to be leaving the mansion. And we are going to do that by taking our little shortcut here. Which is going to lead us right to the door that we need to go to. So it's beautiful. It's really a very nice shortcut. Like I said in the last video, I do use this shortcut quite a bit through the art gallery. My friend Mr. Zombie is here. I'm going to try and avoid him. And we're going to go through this door here, which is going to lead us back outside. There's a dog, but I'm going to ignore it, and I'm going to use the stone and metal object, which is going to unlock this door. Alright, hey, look at this. We've got some more shotgun shells. A battery pack for our stun gun. And there's also a first aid spray. We are loaded on healing items right now. Like, we have more healing items than we need. Hopefully we'll be coming across an item box soon to dump all that stuff into. Let's pull up the map here. This is the Courtyard area. Entirely new area. Haven't been here before. There's a weather vane here. The red one, we need to have it facing west. Nope, not north. I stopped it on the wrong spot. You basically have to push the switch where you want it to stop. So there we go.
Barry?
Monster! James! Gun? Ineffective! It's it! Stay away! Forest outside mansion! Stay!
Hey, what a coincidence. We're in the forest outside the mansion. Hooray! You know, it would have been really helpful if Barry could have given us that broadcast a little bit earlier. That might mean that we're walking into some danger here. So I kind of have a bad feeling about that. And then finally, once you make your way further down the hill, you can turn the blue weather vane north, and that will open up the gate. Now I made a bit of a boo-boo here because there is a puzzle in this area that involves these two graves and the wind crest. I don't have the wind crest. I left it in my item box, but that's okay because we are going to be coming up on an item box very, very shortly. So I still have time to do that puzzle. It's just a lot more convenient if you can do it on your way to this area instead of on your way back. So we get this nice scenic forest here. Pretty desolate. I would be kind of freaked out going through this area, especially considering that there could be anything out here lurking. You just never know. There's a shack here, though, so that may be good or it may be bad. Some refuge or possibly a trap, because Barry sounded like he was in a bit of distress when he was talking over the radio. Maybe we'll find him in here. Maybe he's, you know, hanging out. In the shack, we can get a map of the courtyard, which will fill out the area for us a little bit better. And we can see that there is a typewriter. And there is our beloved item box, which is wonderful. I can dump off all of these herbs and all of these healing items that I have. First aid box. I should actually combine these herbs before putting them into my box here. I have a lot of healing items. Look at all these. Haven't had to use many healing items yet. There have been a few occasions, you know, where I've been a little bit careless, but for the most part, I think I've been doing pretty well. And make sure before you leave this area that you pick up this item here, across from the item box, which is the crank. Now, I haven't saved in quite some time. And I have made a lot of progress, and I would hate for anything to happen. So I am going to be saving and probably ending the video off. And before I forget, I'm also going to be putting my wind crest in my inventory so that we can... Hello? Yeah, I'm definitely going to save. We are going to investigate what that noise was in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will be seeing you next time.